Now let's look at our third example problem. Close this. Wasia and the hipster. So again, encourage you to pause the video if you haven't looked at the problem before. So try to understand the problem first before we go forward. So in essence, what this problem asks us to do is given two integers a and b, so these are the number of red socks and blue socks, we are asked to print two things. The first is the maximum number of days one can wear a new pair of socks of different color. And every pair after wear for the day, it's thrown away. And the second is after wear the days we wear different color, so we run out of ways to wear different colors. So we are left with only socks of one color. So we can still wear them. So how many more days can we go on with that? So these are some of the sample input and output. So if we have 3 red and 1 blue, we can go 1 day with different color, and after that we have 2 red left, so we can go 1 more day. So if we have 2 red and 3 blue, we can go 2 days wearing different color. After that, we only have a single blue sock. We cannot go another day because we only have 1 sock. So that's the way it is. So as always, you should try to solve the problem yourself and see whether that works. So the first thing we need to do is to read the two numbers that are on one line. So this is something new, and this is the line of code for doing that. And it is actually a complicated line of code. And in fact, I think this is the first thing I feel that I will not be able to explain every part of it. So because this line actually involves a very sophisticated concept, which is you apply a function to a list of numbers. But I still want to explain enough so that they're not totally just a black box. So the way I want to explain it is I want to break up the code and print out the intermediate results. So I'm going to copy this into GDB. And for this, we want the input to be 2 numbers. Let's type 31. And then when I run it, we will first, the first line will just read the input. So after this, the variable line should store a string that is just 3 space 1. And we print that, we're going to see that string. And the second thing we do is, given this string, we call this string dot split. So this will parse this string using white space to separate things. So let's actually make this 3311, so more than 1 digit. So this after this split, what happens is this word will be a list of words. So let's actually see what we get, and then we explain them away. So the first printed line is 3211, so that happens here. So this is a string. And the second printed line corresponding to this, words is a list. So the list is use a square bracket, and then there are 2 elements separated by comma. So we're going to explain the format of list again later. And after this, when we call this a map of int list, this will execute the int function to every element of the list stored here, and then the value is assigned to this new list with 2 elements a and b. So what this does is convert the string 32 to the integer value 32, the 11 to integer value 11. So at this point, a and b store 32 and 11. When I print out both of them, this is what I get. So that's how this line of code work. Is the first thing get executed is input. So we read the line, split it by using white space to split it into different words, then apply the int function to every word, and in the end we get the 2 values. So we store them in a and b. So when I write this code, I'm expecting the line to include 2 integers. So otherwise, this execution may run into error. So that's the first part. Now with that, the one way to solve this problem is just to do a case analysis. Now, if A is less than or equal to B, then obviously the first answer is A. We can wear different colors A time. And then the second number is B minus A, then divided by 2, what we need to round down. So which is what this symbol does. So this is the integer division operator. It computes division, but then it runs down to the next integer. So to understand how this thing works, so let's execute these codes. So Python one line can only have one statement. So let's run it. So as you can see, if we just use 11 divided by 2, we get 5.5. So it doesn't give us integer. So in order to get the integer, we use double division. So that gives us 5. 11 integer division 2 give us 5. And the negative 11, we do this double division 2, give us negative 6, because we're always rounding down. We're finding the number that's less than or equal to current number that's an integer. So because 11 divided by 2, negative 11 divided by 2 is negative 5.5. So the number that's not greater than it, the integer that's not greater than it is negative 6. And negative 11 divided by negative 2 is division is 5.5. When we round down, we get 5. So that's how this works.